There are many ways to see historical Boston. We're joining a tour of the Freedom Trail, a walk through pre-revolutionary history with a witness. Our witness, Rachel Revere.
Ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I want to welcome all of you to Boston. We're going to see a lot of the sites along the way that pertain to the time in our history in America called the Revolutionary War. This is the third oldest burial ground in Boston. And I bring you here because there are more people buried here that have to do with the revolutionary effort than any other burial ground in New England. This is John Hancock. And by the way, this carving of the man's face on this marker actually is what he looked like. When he signed the Declaration of Independence, his largest signature and the very first, because he was president of the Second Continental Congress, and when he signed, he was openly defying the king. He was saying, I know you know who I am, and I stand against you. Catch me if you can. And, thanks to my husband Paul, he never was caught. All right, this is the marker, the present-day marker of Mr. Paul Revere. I want to point this out. Look at this. This says Revere's tomb. It's a slate marker. Now, you can see the ordinary markers here are made of slate. If you had a lot of money, then you could afford a table tomb like this. Now, this marker is much more expensive. It's made of white marble. It was put here in the 1860s. They dressed up Revere's grave. He was not a John Hancock or a George Washington by any means. He would be shocked to find out how famous he is today. And this is because Henry Wadsworth Longfellow wrote a poem about him in 1860. He wrote a poem called The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. And to this day, if you're from America, you usually have to read this poem somewhere along the line. This is the old Statehouse. The old Statehouse was built in 1713. We have the lion, we have the unicorn. Those two carvings are images signifying the United Kingdom, united in 1707. This is the area where the Boston Massacre took place. It started with one man, one redcoat, guarding a customs house. The Patriots start threatening them, saying, fire, fire on us if you dare. That's how it all started, and the first musket discharged, and then the following soldiers also just in the confusion fired en masse. And unfortunately, 5 men were killed. So that's what actually happened. It was a chaotic, confused scene. The reason I wanted to bring you over here is I want you to look up at the weather vane of this building. You see a grasshopper, a gilded grasshopper there. If you wanted to find out if you were talking to a loyalist spy, someone claiming to be a man from Boston, but who was not, all you had to do was ask him, what creature flies above Faneuil Hall? And if you do not answer a grasshopper, well, then you shoot him. That's what you do, and that's how we took care of all that. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rachel Revere. I want to thank you all so much for joining me on this tour. You were a delight to talk to. I want to wish you a safe and happy journey to wherever you are traveling.